There we go. You guys hear that?
Yes.
It's good.
I don't know what I was supposed to hear.
The fucking can opening.
I did not hear it then.
Oh, I mean, neither did I, but I'm assuming you're telling the truth at least.
Oh
So.
my god. All right.
Why would you lie to him?
Welcome to the Opinion Planet podcast. My name is Nocam, and
My name.
here's the other hosts or something to that extent.
Name is
GymBagBob.
And my name is what? My name is who? My name is Chicka Chicka Slim. My name is Amadeus
That's horrible.
Kyouma.
That's horrible. I knew exactly what you're going for when you. That's the one song I didn't play tonight. But this good Bose soundbar, and I was playing music through it while I was cooking, and yeah, I was cooking up some good shit, some good, like shepherd's pie is hard to make good. All right, it's
Yeah,
hard to make it like
Gordon-
not trailer trashy, but
Gordon Ramsay over here, he's good at it. So
yeah, there's some fucking red wine in there, some real garlic,
Like, you
some
should get-
flour, just to
In
make it a
your
little thick.
Does red wine in a dish just equal that it's gonna be better?
oh yeah,
Yeah, it depends on the dish. I mean, if it's like lobster or something, or like some sort of fish, probably white wine.
like cereal, probably put red wine in there.
Yeah, you probably want to put some purple wine in that one.
That's
Some
pretty good, though.
rosé, if you, yeah.
I
So
wanted
I'm
to
drinking a lime. Sorry, what was that?
Never mind. You know what? No, you go first. Tell us what you're drinking, and then I'll follow suit.
Drinking a lime LaCroix, and then I have 2 bottles of this Fireball whiskey shit that I gotta get rid of, and then
Fireball. Ooh,
yeah, it's just it's the little shot bottles.
Okay.
And then I have this pumpkin spice, you know, 'tis the season, pumpkin spice, fucking alcohol cream drink consuming.
Interesting. I kind of want to try that. That sounds interesting.
It's alright.
I got water. I could get some whiskey.
I got Aquafina water.
Should I get whiskey and pour myself shots?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
asking.
I had some shots earlier. All I have is vodka personally on me, but they brought some Maker's Mark
Yeah,
while I was
we're
cooking, and I couldn't say no. So
yeah. Well, I mean, there's no like single person on earth that like really enjoys the taste of whiskey. It's all just a fake if they say they enjoy it.
I
But
enjoyed it at first, all right, especially with like just the feeling like I'm literally Michael DeSanta as I'm drinking it, but like yeah, over time it just starts.
it just tastes like shit. But
Yeah, it starts getting gross.
is that it does a decent job of what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
While I go grab the whiskey, Jason, we need to talk about your mental health. You told me something earlier in confidence today that I now need to repeat to the entire world that is listening.
Fuck. Oh shit.
You were on suicide watch. Can you
Yep.
go ahead and elaborate? why
Yeah,
you're on
yeah.
suicide watch?
So I was on suicide watch for drinking.
Actually,
Yeah, for drinking.
what was the reason that you were put on it? Did
Bec-
someone say something?
Because I was drinking.
Were you drinking in front of people?
I was really just drinking.
Okay. Okay, I get that. I see that. How did they find out?
Because I unfortunately yeah, so I was drinking.
Uh-huh, I see. I see. Okay. What were you drinking?
I was I think yeah, I was drinking.
Nice. That sounds like a good drink.
It was pretty good, hence why I was drinking it. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? I feel like this bit has gone on too far. Yeah. Yeah, so I was a little late because I had to cook a meal and that was my cop out, because I was a insensitive issue that shouldn't have been brought up in public because we're a liberal podcast.
We are. When did we become
Yeah,
a liberal
we're a liberal
podcast?
podcast now, so we become PC, and
Mm.
we are culturally significant in the future because we have to be on the right side of history.
When were you gonna tell me that we are a liberal podcast now?
Well, I mean, this is the episode. This is the episode that makes us a liberal podcast.
I mean, what the fuck are we gonna talk about now? Like,
Yeah, we can't talk about the government
throw that
shutdown because we have to
all
be.
of our topics.
Man, this is all old shit. Except the El Nino winter. I guess that's kind of.
It started snowing today.
Yeah, it snowed for us.
That's sad. I don't even know what snow looks like anymore. I don't even know what it feels like.
I wish I could say the same.
It
We
wasn't
should
like
trade
any.
places.
It was just very small flurries, but
It was sticking to roofs and cars.
all right. I'm a bit of a bitch. I'm only pouring myself half of a shot, but
Damn.
That looked like a big shot.
Man, we should like actually coordinate when we drink next time, because then we can actually have like, same kind of alcohol and then the same amount. But
I'm
that's
not.
fair. I have been drinking while I've been cooking. I drank some like some wine that you're only using a little bit of the wine, so what are you gonna do with the rest? You're gonna drink it while you cook.
Yeah.
So, but I had two other people there, so unfortunately I had to share. And then we had some beers as well.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
No. No. Yeah. Drunk food while drunk. I guess it depends. Like I've been drunk to the point where fucking food just tastes amazing. It just enhances the flavor. It
Yeah.
saves you from being like totally fucked. And then other times, just like trying to eat food while drunk, it's a mess. It just doesn't.
I can
If you're
see
too
that.
drunk,
Yeah.
it just doesn't work.
It doesn't mix.
If you're too drunk, you just fucking sleep. You just sleep it off at that point. nothing that you can consume can save you other than like trying to stay hydrated. But
Yeah, I won't lie. So, fuck. I'm drinking a Toki Sunsatori whiskey. It's a Japanese whiskey, 86 proof. It's been sitting in my freezer for like what 5 months, 6 months, something like that.
Probably longer.
Yeah, so it's ice cold at least, which makes the taste not so bad. The aftertaste,
yeah.
that good old whiskey, which isn't good at all. But and then Molly, she's the smart one. She has a water between us, so that's good.
Yeah. That's good.
Um,
So we have two drunk people and then fucking at least one
so
drunk person for sure. But
she's always. I wanted to start this episode off by talking about a placebo science that I saw mentioned on TikTok.
Yeah, I was curious about that. I was like, I've heard about it before. Is it the bed grounding your bed?
Yeah, grounding your bed. I was trying to find a research paper that is supposedly like completely in favor of it. Its claims are that it supports inflammation healing, and they tried
Yep.
showing photos. I'm not sure like how scientific it's a actual .gov paper posted to the National Library of Medicine.
Yep. I just clicked on the same article.
According to this paper, grounding your bed just by having like run some conductive material from your bed to a wall and then from the wall to a fucking pole in the earth. It allows the electrons of the earth to flow to your body, and it just it heals you. It's the fountain of youth.
I've never heard of this before.
I don't think it's real at all. I think it's a good placebo science for the crazies that want to believe it.
Yeah.
But it's.
I mean, the first images they show is photographic images documenting acceleration improvement of 8-month-old or supposed acceleration of improvement. I mean, of an 84-year-old diabetic woman, it's like a wound that she had in her ankle, and supposedly it's just accelerated her treatment. But I don't know how much.
I think it's just placebo, because placebo's real. People fucking heal themselves if they think they're taking magic pills.
Yeah.
I'd want to see a study where, I mean, I think the only way they could do it, they have people sleep in beds and they just
Okay.
don't know if they're
Yeah,
grounded or not.
I was trying to figure out like what would it be connected with? But like so what they have is like a cotton sheet with conductive carbon or silver threads.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out like yeah, you put like a wire into your fucking fabric bed, it's not gonna do anything.
No, you just sleep on copper.
Yeah. You sleep on a fucking copper fucking slab. It's Minecraft now, bitch.
I I don't know. I mean, whenever I have a house, I'm I wouldn't mind trying it, but I don't think it'll do anything.
I'm curious. That's why I think if OPP goes anywhere, I'd love to do like experiments like that. Like just if we had the finance, we'd be able to finance like random research and then try and like figure out if it's real or not.
Yeah.
I feel like all three of us have like a good like unbiased idea of most things.
Um, yeah, I can't think of anything I'm biased towards.
Besides like, your food preference or
Well, yeah,
Your
I mean
preference you're always gonna be biased towards, but
did you know that having preferences is actually racist and
the hate
sexist?
crime.
Yeah.
What is that an actual thing?
have you not seen the videos of people being like, I only want to date women that have white skin, and that's my preference. That's a preference. You can't get mad at me for that. Like, people genuinely believe that, like,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't agree with it personally. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Just depending on, I don't feel like I don't want to be one of those redditors. And it's like it's all about her personality and that's it. I'm not like the other guy. Like it really just depends on like what the lineup is of the person.
Well, we know one of your preferences already. I mean, it's not really a
Paper thin.
preference, it's a
Paper
requirement.
thin and yeah, calves or something like that. I remember calves was the
Ladies,
thing at some point.
yeah, ladies, if you're listening, go back to a couple episodes. We laid out like his whole dating profile and what he's looking for and where to
Yeah.
meet him on Roblox, so
Did you actually lay out where I was going to be in Roblox?
yeah.
Where am I going to be in Roblox?
Um
I
it is
kind of go
Fashion.
all over the place, but I work a 9 to 5 at the work at a pizza place.
Jet's Pizza. Um you're gonna be on Jailbreak. That's the kind of server you play.
Jailbreak. Such a small map.
Doesn't Roblox isn't Roblox in
Rob,
Roblox? I'm just gonna call it Roblox.
Roblox.
Isn't Roblox in trouble for like enslaving children to do work?
I haven't heard of it.
They weren't too like they're not like amazingly fair with their financial system. Is that's what I know. I know that they're like kind of in some hot water because they allow 17-year-olds to be on a dating app that
Yeah.
they're trying to make or
Okay.
dating thing
Roblox
that you're trying to be in, but
Can you please pronounce it correctly?
Roblox is accused of enslaving small children by making them generate content without shame or fairness, prom- promising them only 5% of what they work on. So yeah, Roblox is exploiting child labor. They are allowing predators to freely roam their sites.
Okay, hold on. I have a
well, I mean,
question
some of
about
them are predators themselves. So.
what
Yeah.
do you mean by making them generate content? Like making servers
Like
on
doing work,
Roblox itself?
doing the work on servers. I know that
Or
happened.
do they mean like they aren't like I don't know what it means by generating content.
I'm trying to find Reddit is not the most.
Reliable source?
It doesn't just like tell you what the fucking news is, but then again, no one else is just telling you like what the. Okay.
Stop Roblox dating / protect our children. Change.org.
Nice. I like where this is going.
Um, I don't know where the fuck. I'm not getting any example, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time just trying to find the one example. There is one thing that it kind of reminds me of. The oldest anarchy server in Minecraft, 2b2t. It's a server where anything goes. What they did, I think this was only like 3 or 4 years ago. Pretty much any new person that joined the server, they would be forced to build a massive obsidian wall around spawn. And if they didn't help build the wall, they were just going to get spawn killed over and over and over. You
Okay.
had to put in 8 hours of bricklaying before you were actually allowed to play the game. That's
That's fucked. All right. So it's literally just slavery. Well,
yeah.
who made this server?
2b2t, Funhouse. I think that's the admin's name.
Okay, so it's not really enslavement, right? Because they could always leave the server, and it's not
Yeah.
It's not Roblox who did it.
It's not monetized in any way. Like no one's making money. It's just cavemen Minecraft players being cavemen.
This is a non-story. This is just like
It's funny, all
this
right.
is a
It's
game that the people
enslaved
go on. I don't know why you
enslaved.
play it, but it is kind of funny.
Would you want to play a slave labor simulator, Jason?
No, I wouldn't.
Why do you? Why was that an emphatic yes?
Yes.
No,
What the fuck?
I
Okay, it'd be a fun game if you could choose the time period.
Yeah.
Like, if they have like multiple different branching paths, like you work your way to be the best slave, you buy your own freedom, you can like start a rebellion, you can be part of slave revolts.
Yeah, you know that most Roblox games aren't that complicated. They're gonna go. You're not gonna go that far into it.
I'm thinking like an independent, small indie studio, just a
the
couple of people.
slaves.
Yeah, slave simulator. That's perfect.
Hey, hey. I mean, we got.
We,
I
we know that
mean,
one company. Yeah,
we got that one company that's going on. You know.
they might be up to something.
Yeah. You
What
know,
the
once something once the 2026 project follows through, you know?
Okay, so this is a CNN article. What the fuck? Google removes slavery simulator game from store following a wave of criticism in Brazil. Um,
Damn.
a game entitled Slavery Simulator, where players can buy and sell enslaved black characters, has been taken down. That's fair. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What the fuck?
You know those like generic ads you see on like YouTube for mobile games? Then you click it and the game is nothing like it. It's just a fake
Yeah.
advertisement, pretty much. It's the same thing, but I'm looking at a photo of like slaves, and you can like you're looking at how much manpower you have, how many guards you have. If you want to sell slaves, buy slaves, punish slaves. What the fuck?
Oh, hold on. We got first time chat here.
Oh shit! Slave labor gets
Don't
us
get
talking about.
yeah,
That's
don't
good.
get your hopes up. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chat box, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. All right, they want to sell this to us. The quality is guaranteed to be the best, flexible and convenient order management panel.
Should
Order
we buy it?
management chat panel. I don't know why they had to say that twice, but everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Oh, nice. They gave us the option to turn it on or off. And then go to Streamrise. Go to Streamrise. RU.
Why do we only get hit with the bots?
Because that's all we
Today's
get.
topic.
Thank you for fucking talking to us. Go fuck yourself, and yeah, I think that's about it. All right, what is this guy's name? Swang Tib Tibiak. All right, he completely derailed our conversation, but he created his account in September 28th.
Oh, so a month ago. Nice.
Yeah, he's only had one message, and it was to us. So
I feel honored.
I feel I feel honored. Yeah, I mean, if you shoot us the price, we'll greatly consider it. All right, what were we talking about?
Speaking of shooters, you heard what happened in Maine the past week, right?
Oh shit. My mom just sent me something. I'm sorry. But Molly might be interested. Is Matthew Perry?
Yeah.
He
Matthew
died.
Perry.
He died.
What?
What?
He passed away today.
What?
He
No.
found unresponsive in a hot tub.
Oh shit.
No.
My favorite character from Friends. Oh.
What the fuck?
What? No.
This is a Fox News article, all right? No, this is
Come on,
this is a
TMZ.
KC News. All right, let me find some other sources here.
I'm on TMZ. They're saying it. They got police outside his house.
What the fuck? That
Oh,
no, I don't.
That's
I
sad.
don't allow this.
Molly doesn't allow it to happen, therefore it didn't.
He drowned.
Yeah, he died today. Fuck. That's actually kind of sad.
Died in his fucking jacuzzi.
What a way to go, huh? Died in a jacuzzi.
Cardiac arrest into fucking drowning in your own jacuzzi. Yikes.
He had an Instagram account too, and I didn't even
Sorry.
subscribe to it.
Died at age 54.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean it was sad. I mean it was kind of sad because I think he was like a didn't he become like a severe alcoholic or some shit?
He was on drugs during some of the seasons of Friends when he was filming that, I remember, and then he stopped and
Like,
recovered.
What drugs specifically? I
Yeah,
need to know which
It's
ones.
kind of based, but like what kind of drugs?
I didn't look that far into it.
All right, let's look at Matthew Perry drugs. This is so insensitive. He just
Authorities responded about 4 p.m. to his home, where he was discovered unresponsive.
Okay, he started with opioids the same way the same way it did for millions of Americans. Would you say you started with opioids?
Yeah.
Okay. Following an accident in 1997, he was prescribed painkillers and became addicted to them. Nice. He explains at one point his addiction got so bad he was taking 55 pills per day
What the fuck?
while filming the hit show Friends.
I mean, I think no one from It's Always Sunny has died yet, so that's like another point to them. You know.
Yeah, it's a point to them, I guess. That's sad. It was like literally my
He was your favorite?
yeah, he was the only good one on there. Everyone else was he was cringe, but everyone else was kind of cringier, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I like Ross specifically just for the clips where they edit out the laugh track and
He's the only good one without like the laugh tracks because it looks like he's a fucking psychopath. What do you mean? I'm not
fucking Matt LeBlanc, Joey.
Who's that? Wait. Who said didn't that one girl say that Chandler was like sexist or something?
I don't know who you're talking about, but possibly.
What if another member of the Friends cast dies tomorrow?
It just goes on for 5 nights and it becomes 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Want to cry.
Continue with those 4 news. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to have
dying right now.
Who else died?
Well, I don't mean like out of just famous people. I mean like my grandma just had 2 friends die. My brother-in-law's father just died. A few other people.
Messing with the Friends Lego.
No. A few other people that I've heard of people talking about just died. One of my coworkers had 2 funerals to attend just this week.
Oh my god.
Everyone's dying right now.
It's the season for death.
Dude, my man was just vibing. Here, I'm gonna send the video or a picture that he just had like 5 days ago of him in his jacuzzi, which is cool as fuck. I want a jacuzzi like that.
Wait, so 5 days before his death, he posted a photo of himself in the jacuzzi in which he died?
Yeah. Tim, he has his fucking AirPods Max on. So listen to music. Shit.
That seems like a pretty fun way to go, honestly. Look at that view behind
Yeah.
Exactly. What the fuck?
You know what?
I think it was a
sucks to be
drowning
so
though, so maybe he just like fell asleep and. But I don't know.
What
I don't
TMZ was
see.
saying something cardiac arrest related, which wouldn't be too surprising. I mean, if he had
Yeah.
drug usage, heart not work, and then you just
You're in
drown.
a hot tub.
Jacuzzi, all right.
Jacuzzi, sorry.
How
What's
much
the
is this?
difference between a hot tub and a jacuzzi?
One's for millionaires, the other's for middle class homeowners. I don't know. So now that he's dead, I'm sure his house is going to be going on sale. How much is it going to be? 5 million.
It's the OPP house.
He should have donated it to us.
Shoot, that's
That's
horrible.
Ideas to steal from Jennifer.
Can you imagine? You got your AirPods Max on. And you're just sitting in a hot tub. Got that view. It was beautiful outside. I don't know, man.
And then your heart just does a little double skip, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that was weird. And then it completely skips, and then you're, oh, what the fuck?
And you're like, well, sucks. But it's also awesome at the same time. I like this song. And then you just kind of slowly drift away.
Yeah, if he was listen, I had to imagine he would have been listening to music. I'm curious what the last song he was listening to was. I wonder.
Friends theme song.
Can you imagine if that would be horrible?
Maybe
That was the
that's what
next.
it
It was on
I
shuffle.
feel like
That was the next song.
Maybe that's what it is. He was just slowly dozing off,
Yeah.
vibing, being mellow, and then the fucking bass boosted friend comes on, gives him a fucking heart.
What a. That's so deep though, because part of the song is "I'll be there for you," and no one was there for him.
Yeah, imagine you hear that. I'll be there for you as you're just slowly falling under the water.
For you as you're fucking drowning to death.
Song where it's so no one told you life was gonna be this way.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it just began. The song just started. That's fucked. Oh, that's horrible. He just passed away today. All right, let's stop being so insensitive.
Not even 2 hours ago.
Yeah, the article just came out.
The thing I was reading, which is California time, I assume.
Yeah, so they're.
Yeah, this this article I'm reading right now just came out an hour ago.
So yeah, it would have probably just been 24
Yeah.
minutes ago or something. Or no, not 24. Just
It would probably happen
an hour.
probably early evening, afternoon, probably. And then this is when everyone's getting the full information.
Authorities showed up at 4 p.m.
Oh shit! So it is late evening.
Yeah.
Or late afternoon, early evening.
Well, damn. I think we can find a new meme for this episode.
Yeah.
Let's see what comes out. Does he have any iconic? Wait,
I'm not gonna make any memes. He just passed away a few hours ago, man. Fuck. We're gonna keep what we have. We're not gonna change
Wasn't he
it.
the one that played Zac Efron as well?
Yeah, 17 again.
That's horrible. I'm not even gonna explain it. If you're in literally everyone, you'll know. All right.
I think I don't know. I think for when I'm dead, I don't want my funeral if my kids are rich enough to have one, or if I have enough money for one. I don't want it to be a really sad, somber event where everyone's kind of quiet, people don't really know each other, they don't say much. I want it to be a fun time, order a fucking catering service, play some music. I don't know, drink, have fun.
I like
share
that
stories.
idea. It's old, but
Well,
doing
I
a
wanna
Kahoot
celebrate.
on facts about my
Kahoot?
life, and whoever
That'd be great.
wins gets
Whoever
my
wins this.
yeah. They get all my they get all my belongings.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I love that. There was an idea that I had. So for the open casket side of things, I just hire a fucking stunt double who looks like me.
Yeah.
And then at some point, whenever it'd be most comedic, just have me resurrect from the grave and make people freak the fuck out for a little bit. And then, no, it's just a joke. He's actually dead. We buried him in the fucking garbage. That's how I'd want to die. That's how I'd want to be remembered after my death.
Would you want a little animatronic installed into you, make a breathing effect?
You know what? Yeah, put me
That'd
on
be kind of
fucking.
interesting.
I can possess it, and then
Okay.
I am become FNAF.
Yeah, exactly.
Destroyer of
Did you guys
Awesome.
watch that yet?
No, we were
All
gonna
right,
go see it tomorrow.
that's fair. We'll talk about it next episode because I was planning on watching it yesterday, but things got into the way. But
As we're on the topic of funerals, I went to a funeral yesterday. Um, have you ever seen like in shows and movies people that are like at church and they just have their like hands up in the air and they're just like singing along to that like Jesus loving music?
I've seen it in real life. Yeah.
Yeah, I witnessed it in real life too. So many people were doing it.
At a funeral?
Yeah. Yeah.
Were they happy he died or
No,
they're
they
just
were just
vibing.
feeling the music.
vibing? Yeah, I don't know. I've seen it at like more like uplifting church services, like when I went to in basic, which was pure cringe. But
They had a church band singing the songs. Um, our old music teacher back in 7th grade, I think it was for
The
us.
fat lady.
Yeah.
oh shit, yeah.
She was a part of that church band, and it was so weird seeing her there.
Did you interact with her?
No. But on the topic of how Carter was saying like get a body double and stuff, they had this like open mic thing going on to share memories.
Yeah.
And the dude's younger brother was sharing how the last time he and like his brothers and other siblings were hanging out, he was had cancer. Um I think it was the chemo that got him, not the actual cancer.
Yeah.
Um but cuz he knew he was dying, he was like saying how he wanted something to make it so he could like sit up in the coffin and like wave like with his dead body to like just scare everyone.
Yeah.
Puppetry type
Just
shit. That'd
yeah,
be
just
funny.
a puppet of a dead
But
body.
did they do that though?
No.
That fucking
No, they
sucks. Can you imagine like you like actually like ask for that and they don't fulfill it?
I
Dude,
mean,
fuck
they
that. I would
want
haunt every
to.
single fucking person in that room if they didn't do that for mine.
I mean, like, I feel like that just would not go over well.
That would be dope as fuck. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I want
I
to
feel
do.
like
Yeah.
I don't know. There's too many sad family members to
Yeah, but that would like
have.
lighten the mood a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Especially if it's the guy who requested it.
That's fair.
It's the fucking dead guy's way to
Yeah.
honor it. How do you? All right. I got a question
If
for both.
I get it if it's like I want my funeral to be very respectable and like then all of a sudden you start putting a bunch of animatronics inside his body. That'd be kind of fucked up because he didn't specifically ask for it. But this guy he wanted it. So
Yeah. What about you, Jason? How do you want your funeral to go?
definitely want a Kahoot involved. I just want that Kahoot sound. The bum 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 while there's an open casket just in the middle of the room.
We'll play some Smashing Pumpkins for you.
Yeah, that would definitely be a part of it. But like Oregon style, Oregon Smashing Pumpkins.
I heard them in Quick Trip today. It was pretty interesting.
What was it? Which one?
I don't know their most popular song. The one. I don't fucking know.
Most popular? Was that
Gotta be
Despite
like
all my rage, I'm
no,
still
not
just a rat in a cage.
not that one. The other popular one.
I bum 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 bum. What do
Remind
you
me of from that one scene in Breaking Bad. He's just
Hank? Are you saying the bump? It's a bump bump bump. Yeah, bump bump bump. Bump bump bump.
yeah, exactly. But I don't know what the fuck the song you're
Get your
trying to
bad
sing.
guy. It's good.
Do you want Smashing Pumpkins, a Kahoot, any other requests?
Well, definitely Smashing Pumpkins, but it has to be organ, like on the organ. Yeah. Definitely I just wanted like super insensitive. Probably like not hosting a church. Probably just hosting a hotel lobby. So then random people can just kind of walk by, like, what's going on? Like, oh, that's my, it's my dead friend over there.
Yeah.
They're doing to pay your respects, and just like you see like a homeless guy just pissing into the coffin. Oh, that's nice.
Do we have permission to like slap you when you're dead? Can I like
Yeah,
start slapping
just,
you?
yeah, just beat the shit. Like pretend, at least pretend that you're like, wake up, wake up. You know, you're like, you're really in the moment. You're emotional, but you're just beating the shit out of me.
Don't go to the light.
You literally, and then like people take you off, they peel you off my body, and then like after like 30 minutes passes, you just body slam the coffin. You just get up from your seat.
I just
Like fucking yeah, I want it to be Smashing Pumpkins, Kahoot, and then
it's
Eric Andre skit.
What do you mean? What do you mean by an Eric Andre skit? Like he's hosting
Literally,
the event?
just literally whatever you're doing, but like you're just pretending to be Eric Andre.
That sounds like it would be a fun. I almost said wedding, a fun funeral.
Yeah,
It's a
it's good
wedding with
because
death.
I don't want a coffin. Yeah, I feel like coffins are
Mhm.
pointless. I think people should just fucking degrade into the dirt like they're meant to, but
Well, where are we gonna put the dead bodies?
just throw them in a fucking dirt mound and then just let the dirt absorb them.
hey,
What's the point? What's the point of fucking preserving the body or just letting it
Yeah.
sit and rot inside a box?
Maybe if like putting someone in a coffin only cost like maybe $1,000, I would entertain the idea more. But for a coffin, a fucking tombstone, it can be like 60 grand for that shit.
Yeah.
Who the fuck has money to spend in death?
Tombstone, okay, fine. I think there
think
should be apartment complexes instead of graveyards, but that's fine. It's a very European idea. It's a very British idea to fucking, have everyone. I mean, it's kind of good. Kind of like the idea, everyone has their own, kind of like stone of memory. But I mean, if we're really thinking about it, to be fair, when have you ever just walked around a graveyard and then really just thought about the person that you just read the gravestone? You're just reading the names. You're like, oh, that's a goofy name.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I kind of, when I used to live near the graveyard in Hutch, I remember just a couple of times just like looking at certain names if they were interesting, just kind of like, I wonder what the fuck they did.
Yeah.
And other times walking over the gravestone, and I know like people say that's disrespectful, and I kind of get the argument, but also like they're dead, they're not awake. I'm not like disturbing their sleep.
Yeah.
What if though, anytime you walk over someone's like coffin and you're stepping on it, it just takes them out of heaven. Just while you're on top of
It takes it's like an intermission, Call of Duty
Yeah,
intermission. It's like 15
disconnect.
seconds or 15 minutes
Yeah.
just sitting there. Damn.
What about you, Molly? What do you want your funeral to look like?
I want everyone to cry. No.
I'm guessing a lot of Taylor Swift songs are going to be playing.
I want me specifically to play. Me. I'm the only one of me. One of me. I just
All
find
right.
that one to be
Is
really
there any
funny.
events like you want some good food there or
Baked mac and cheese. That's the food you get. If you don't like it, suck it up and eat it anyway.
it's good. That's what I would do too. I do black coffee and then a protein shake. That's what I had. That's what I have for breakfast. All right. That's what you get. You get
Like
you get the Jason breakfast.
And coffee out of a Keurig.
No,
You have to make your own cup of coffee.
not out of a Keurig. It's like out of like a big vat.
I think it would be a fun thing to like the Kahoot thing, but maybe not Kahoot specifically, so I'm not stealing your thing, but just a fun little trivia where everyone gets a whiteboard.
Yeah, you can take my thing, and then people can just start wondering like, what's up with these Kahoot funerals?
Are you drunk?
Boy.
White boy.
Wait, have you started on your whiskey yet?
To write the answer.
Yeah, Molly's been drinking the whiskey the entire time. She's just been nonstop fucking
Damn.
sipping on it.
Have you started on it yet?
Yeah, I'm feeling rosy cheeks. Speaking feels a bit different. I don't know. I think if I really want to become more vocal, I need to drink a lot more of it.
Yeah. That's.
But
I think that's the reason why I'm on fire today. But
the alcohol,
yeah.
you're someone that I would call in the making of becoming a functioning alcoholic, where you can just drink casually for pretty much any task. Is there something that you don't think you could do while drunk? I mean, obviously not like fucked up, but you know.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean if I'm not fucked up, then yeah, I could do it.
What could
I would even trust myself jumping out of a plane if I was like, if I was at the level I am now. Yeah, yeah, sure.
you can do that. Like once you
Yeah,
have seniority over everyone, you can just jump out,
yeah.
take a sip
No, I could
beforehand.
be the people checking everyone's equipment while drunk. Oh yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Offer them a shot.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're good. And
My
then
mom
this.
just texted me about Matthew Perry.
Oh no, I got to it first.
Internet
I like how
Explorer.
both of our moms, both of our moms told us about it.
Is your mom gonna text you now?
Oh,
And it's
we're
weird because
waiting.
I have a more estranged relationship with my mom, but
What if that'd be kind of funny if all of a sudden I get a text from someone claiming to be my mother, saying that.
yeah, we just got someone in chat.
Oh shit.
Carter, I miss you and love you. We just struck gold with this oil.
I think I don't know what I'd do if I ever saw parents again. I think what I'd probably do is just like ignore them and pretend I don't see them. But on the other hand, I think it'd be fun to just like be a disturbance and a nuisance to them, make them regret running into me again. Not like hurt or kill
Yeah.
them, but just like dent their car, stab a tire, something like.
Or if they're trying to like confront you, it's like that cat meme. Just huh? Huh?
Huh?
Huh?
I like that idea. Tell them that I need some money for gas and
Yeah.
just grab their fucking wallet and run.
Who are you? This motherfucker is not real. Start saying that about your parents.
Yeah, they're not real. I haven't
It,
seen them. Well, I haven't seen. All right, I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
How long does it take before you just like never see someone before you stop thinking of them as like a real person? I mean, obviously they're a real person, but it's just been so long that you kind of just they're just a memory. I don't know.
2
it's
months maybe?
2 months?
2 months. I was about to say like 4 years, but like, all right, shit.
You got like stretches over 2 months without seeing your sister, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I forget that she's like an actual person.
All right, that you know what? You gave an honest answer.
That's
Like
actually sad.
I'll remember that I have a sister, but the idea of like, yeah, she has her own life. She's not just like,
She's not just my sister.
yeah, like that'll
But like,
kind of.
acknowledging that is acknowledging she's a real person because she has her own life. What he's
Except I
saying
won't
is that
be
like you don't
acknowledging
hear
that.
about him at all, and then you don't. It's
Like
not.
if I don't,
It's not just about not seeing them. It's about like not interacting with them. Like how long does
yeah,
it
I
take?
don't text my sister either.
You have a really weird relationship with your sibling.
She's 12 years older than me. Do you think we're gonna be like best friends or something?
No, but at least like interact with each other every now and then.
I mean, yeah, about like
every
If she
like
was
Monday.
that, if any of my siblings were that distant from me, I would probably not just put in the effort to attend their wedding. That's what I'm saying personally, but
I mean, I see them for holidays.
It, I want to make a statement here.
Yes.
You guys are technically family, but it doesn't seem like the traditional family where like everyone's very in contact with each other. Kind of like how I'm guessing Jason yours is, where I'm guessing you talk to all members of your immediate family fairly often, at least.
wow. Yeah, I still like them.
Well,
Still like member or amount of them. Yeah.
I mean, I guess yeah. You interact with your mom a lot still, at least, so
Yeah.
that's good.
See, the thing is, I don't need to interact with my sister because my grandma and mother will tell me everything that's going on in her life without me needing to like check up on her, and they do the same with her.
Nice.
There's
No,
been
it's
times where my grandma will literally text me and be like, "You have off this day, right? Let's see if we can go out to eat with her. Like, all three of us should go out to eat this day since you both have off."
well, it's good
And
to
it's like,
hear that she wants to go out and do something though. There's not a
yeah.
lot to do
Yeah.
in her situation, but
Out of all the grandmas I've met, yours is probably the best one. I mean, she has her racist moments, no doubt, and her sexist moments, no doubt, but it adds to the character and to the
hey,
charm.
what about mine? The one you met?
She was a bitch, wasn't she? She was just kind of like
To
talking,
you, yeah.
yapping. She just wouldn't
She
shut the
was,
fuck up. I don't know why.
she was like, to you, it was like how I felt with my mom when she was snapping at me, so she could dance with her 11-year-old daughter with her one fucking family member who didn't want to be there inside the room, and then someone who just happened to be a furry. So
There was two furries, wasn't there?
it's just one. Who's the second?
There was the Norcut.
Yeah, I know that one.
And
I thought there was someone with him that was also a furry.
I only remember the one for sure.
Maybe
I
I'm
only remember the
brain.
one.
Maybe because I'm always thinking of like the pair of Norcut. Is
Yeah,
Jason
he was there in
furry?
spirit. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that was definitely not her, like, it's just her way of doing things, I guess. She's a nice person. I don't know why she was like that one day though.
Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes I bring out interesting people.
Yeah.
Mm,
But
People.
yeah, I mean, I would tend to agree. I mean, I've met your grandmother once. Yeah. I suggested to get her she gets a heater for her room. Did she get a heater? Cuz she talked about it being cold.
No, the heat in she is the only one with the problem with the heat in the building she's in, and it's genuinely nothing that she's doing. It is just some sort of wiring issue that people keep needing to come and try and fix.
Yeah, but is she getting somebody
But
getting her a
has not
heater then
gotten
if she's cold?
she has not gotten one yet. She'll just wear very warm things and
You're,
wear blankets over it.
you're essentially saying she'll thug it out.
Yeah, kind of. She'll complain and bitch about it, but you know,
Damn, it's an elderly woman. Should get her something to keep her warm. Should get her like a heated blanket or something.
Make her a blanket.
I was going to make her a blanket for Christmas.
Well, there you go. It's good. Yeah, create. It's like Apple, right? You know, create a problem,
Sell
engineer
a
a
solution.
solution. Yeah, sell a solution.
That'd be good.
Didn't my grandma call you James?
Yeah.
Like to your face.
I like it. It is my universal nickname at this point. James. He's a good kid. A good kid?
Yeah, next
A
time you
good.
see Molly's grandma, you should ask her to say that to you.
Should give her a script.
I think I could convince her to read it. I mean, she wouldn't know what it's for, obviously, but
Yeah. Good kid. Sits in in that room, jerking off all. By the time I was his age, I was. What was he saying? It was like Robin Banks or some shit.
Robin Banks, Snorton, oh, I don't fucking know.
Snorting coke.
That game
And
came
you
out.
consider these accomplishments.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right,
And the
that's
game
it.
came out,
GTA 5 fucking ending screenplays. Yeah, of course I do.
came out over 10 years ago, Jason. Does that make you feel old?
Yeah, fuck it. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about death. We'll talk about Grand Theft Auto 5. 10 years old, over a decade. 1/10 of a century old. How does that make you feel? It came out in
It was
2013 on the PS3.
September 17th, 2013. Yep.
Yep.
I think it's it broke records, if I remember right. Best-selling video game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you imagine fucking GTA 6?
It'll never happen.
Can
I
you
mean, I know
imagine
it's gonna
how
be-
much of a disappointment GTA 6 is going to be because everyone is overhyping it?
It'll probably be a bit of a disappointment. I don't imagine it to be like the greatest game ever made.
Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine it to be like a huge disappointment. I mean, it's going to be a great game, sure, but I feel like
Red Dead
people are
Redemption.
like over expecting things. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna have 3 maps in one. It's gonna have Vice City, San Andreas, and it's gonna have Liberty City?
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, it's way
Uh,
too fucking much.
I think they probably, for me personally, I don't know if I should make the assumption, but I think they peaked with Red Dead Redemption 2. Too many that game was, I think, the first game I got for my PS4. It was the Red
Yeah.
Dead bundle. It was a good game. You know, we literally based, gang dynamics off of it for at least like a solid year before we switched to It's Always Sunny permanently.
Okay. I yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good game. It's still a great game. Fucking holds up nowadays. Obviously, nobody can. Apparently, no other fucking game development company can, live up to Rockstar standards for open world design. But
I don't know. Is it? I'm just not that much of a gamer anymore. I mean, there's games that I want to play, but I just never make the time for it like I used to. I don't know
I
why.
became more of a gamer, unfortunately.
Really?
I think
That's
so. I
good.
mean, I play. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm playing other games that I wouldn't traditionally play. It's good. It makes it better for my Nocam career eventually when that takes off.
Yeah. What about you, Molly? Are you a gamer?
No, not at all.
Why not? Do you play phone games? I don't know. I
Um,
don't see the appeal in phone games, but
I don't either.
I liked Flappy Bird. That was fun.
band.
When I was like child age, I liked phone games. Um, then I just stopped playing them because they bored me. I used to be a big fan of GameCube when I was a kid too, and then
I remember that.
stopped. I don't know. I liked video games when I was a kid, but as I've grown up, I haven't found them as fun and interesting. I don't know.
That's fair. They're great if you have like a whole lot of time to kill. At least with me personally. Like getting back from work, it just doesn't feel like there's 5 hours at the most is not enough time. If I'm gonna play a game, it's gonna be a 7 hour shift plus.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a full work day.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, most of the games that I play nowadays are games that I already have played, and the ones that I haven't played, I've just been too fucking lazy to start. I mean, I have a fucking massive collection on Steam, well over fucking $300-400 worth of games, and I've played a couple.
Yeah.
I binged the fuck out of a couple earlier this year, a visual novel that was pretty good. One of my favorite games of all time, Fallout New Vegas. Got really into the modding scene, but I had no job at the time, and I was just like, I needed something to kill time that was indoors because middle
It
of
was
fucking
winter.
yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I think it helps having, I don't know. I'm in my occasional TV show movie phase. Passive media. I need to catch up on it. As a child, I didn't really give a shit about a lot of movies and TV. It was just like, Call of Duty. But now that I'm maturing, becoming a full-fledged adult.
Yeah, I think. Therefore, I do. But
Intellectual.
I'm definitely. I mean, I play more than I did before, only because I have such long breaks at work. Remember my
Do
first
you
game
play
for the
phone
PS4.
games?
What's that?
Do you play phone games?
No.
There was one phone game I probably spent about like $80 on in total.
Holy shit.
Hey, that is not that bad. By
All right,
comparison to
compared
some
to
of
what
the things
I've heard, it's not that bad, but I've heard like what that Andrew guy.
Yeah,
I don't even care anymore. He's a fucking piece of shit.
$800 in Fortnite.
Yeah, fucking literally could have bought like in that economy could have bought like a used car.
Yeah.
Like I remember saying that. I remember like looking at used cars then. Like that wasn't that wasn't unusual for like maybe like a slight fixer upper, like a used car.
But he did that with the car he had anyway because we offered that like one shop class with the one teacher. Um the one that uh had to fill in for your senior project, she had people like actually bring in their cars in through that garage in the school building where the old art room was, and they would work on their cars, like students' cars. They would work on them.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was an E-term, wasn't it?
No, that was an actual class where you could do that.
What the fuck?
Well, what hen was that?
I
That's
probably wouldn't
crazy.
have been interested in it at the time, but
No.
that the
Yeah, same here. I wouldn't have really cared at the time, but
I just remember like going into that garage a few times because my advisory was in that room, and if I accidentally left something in there that I needed, I'd have to go in there, and sometimes it would be like freezing cold because it's winter and the garage door is just open.
yeah, where was the art room then? After
The
that?
art room was where that was in the outside of the
Oh,
choir, and
the computer room right outside it.
it was that big concrete area that was just right outside the old art room and choir room.
Yeah, right
They
outside
built,
the choir room.
yeah, they kind of just built this like janky wall
Fucking stupid.
structure.
Stupid. I was in the original. I was in the original project. All right. I was inside the garage, and when it would get cold, we would thug it the fuck out and work on art. All right. We.
what does it do in the word thug it out?
I don't know. I just think it's so fucking dumb.
I remember there was so many times where I had to like actually put on my gloves as I'm like trying to do my like art project.
Yeah.
And like the art teacher would constantly just be like, "What are you doing? Like, why do you have your gloves on?"
Yeah, it's
And
fine outside. Yeah, because you're not a true
my hands
Minnesotan.
are turning so dark of a purple, they're gonna be looking black here any second. So,
That's a good point. I mean, I think that's just like a big woman moment. But
Disease moment.
no, that like legitimately happened one day where like
yeah,
my fingers were such a dark purple they almost looked black, and I got sent to the nurse
it's fucked.
because
And
she
then
was
they
like,
tried ridiculing you for putting on gloves.
"What?
They tried ridiculing you for putting on gloves.
No." What?
Like, what are you
It
putting that
sounds
on
like
for? Take your gloves off.
It's like, why are you putting on gloves? What the fuck?
What the
It
hell?
wasn't more of that, it was just more of like a confused as to why I am because he wasn't aware of
Yeah,
my beautiful and wonderful disease that I have.
you're predominantly woman disease.
My itty bitty teeny tiny blood vessels.
Yeah. Remember what you were talking about earlier? You wanted things to sound like kind of out of pocket, out of context.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying here. All right, but yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
fair. It's good that they understood afterwards, at least to what I hear. But
Yeah.
I think that school would be fun to like see explode. Like obviously no one in it. But
well, I
it would
mean,
be- what do you mean?
that'd be a
Who
good
would you
Call of
want
Duty
to?
map. You catch my drift?
I don't want, no, I don't want there to be anyone. I don't want anyone to die. I just think it'd be fun to see the building explode.
Fair.
I don't know. It'd be like some kind of satisfaction from it.
Big 10 to fucking. You imagine? I think that'd be satisfying, like seeing it and then like coming to school the next day and then just seeing Mr. Becker in the parking lot trying to figure out what the fuck do I do now?
What the fuck? Having a fucking full-on breakdown.
What do I do? How are we gonna host class? Where is it?
God, would be interesting. While we're talking about school, I think it was Monday, just this Monday, the high school student that works at the place I work, she didn't have school, so she was, there, and she was telling a story about how there's a kid that has been caught jerking off to the teacher during class.
I mean,
Wait,
that's
into
pretty
your-
normal,
No,
right?
at their
Didn't they
school.
like? Isn't that like a new rule where you're not supposed to edge in class?
a new. Maybe it is a new rule. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he just didn't know. Maybe he
Did
just
you
didn't know
follow
it
that
was
rule?
against the rules.
Apparently, this kid's done it like multiple times too,
Alright.
to like different
All
teachers.
right, how did they know that it happened multiple times?
I don't know if
And
It-
if they knew, then why didn't they bring it up before? Because that's a little fucked up.
I don't know if it was like just a rumor or like it's been said something after he was caught. He didn't get suspended or expelled or anything. He's still there. He's still going to school. No consequences of that, really.
All right,
I-
I'm curious. All right, what would you do in that situation if you heard about that? And you're of
Look, am I the
you
teacher?
you
that's being
can.
executed,
I guess
or
yeah,
am I-
both of you. You both are able to give some sort of disciplinary action. What would you do in that situation?
Okay.
Criminal offense.
This person's a kid. Just first sit them down. Ask them, what the fuck are you doing? What's the goal here? Why are you doing this? It's fucking weird.
And
I
it's
don't
like
know.
I'm doing this because it's Mrs. Rogers, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I understand. You're good.
That's gotta be some. I wonder what's wrong with his brain. I wonder what his
Yeah.
home life is like.
Depending on the age, like I don't
I'm assuming this. Yeah, this person's a kid.
high school.
So 17, 18.
Anywhere from 14 to 18, I'd assume.
There's gotta be
Yeah.
something fucked neurologically.
They're trying to
with it.
figure out. I don't know. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's probably just a lot of concentration of pornography addiction, or
Just no
probably just
consequences.
addiction in general. Yeah,
Yeah.
there has to be some sort of consequence though, because he has to understand that that's obviously you don't do that shit in public.
The what's Hammurabi's code? Hammurabi's code. The punishment fits the crime.
Yeah,
That might be a bit extreme, but
you have the teacher come in and then jerk off to them.
I feel like that would just get them turned on.
Nope. What did happen?
what if it was a male teacher? I feel like that would make that student very uncomfortable.
What if they were bisexual?
I mean, it would
Then
make
I
them
guess
uncomfortable.
then-
If anything, yeah, it would it would happen exactly what Molly said. Like, no matter what, if they were jerking out to that teacher and that said teacher came in, no matter what gender they are, they're gonna obviously get turned on by it.
I think we got out of school at a good time.
Yeah, yeah, we got out of school
Um,
before edging was a thing.
I'm not in classrooms, but I see on the ticky tacks that a lot of teachers are bitching more and more about students just being worse, just no attention span, more disrespectful.
Dude,
Not to
you
say that there wasn't any
you
of
and
that
I saw
before.
that though. Like with their last year there, like at least the last year you and I were both there. Like nobody wanted to do like the Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah, there was just a
Like
lot of
the
laziness.
I mean, it wasn't just laziness, just lack of participation, just
People just
oblivious.
wanted to see their friends and talk to them, and they didn't give any care in the world
Or
about.
even if they don't have any friends, just dick around on their phone. They're just like
Yeah,
oblivious to the world around them. Like I sound like a fucking boomer right now, but
I got a question for you, Jason. So, if you ever have kids, you found your paper thin girlfriend, and then you married. Um,
that was adorable.
what age?
I think Bears volunteers to be your paper thin girlfriend.
What the um, what age would you give your kid a cell phone, if ever?
I would definitely like do what I did
What
when I
was
was
that?
younger. It was just get a flip phone when probably like in middle school and just
So by the time
stick with
they're like
that
13, 14, they get a flip phone until
probably until like
They can pay for their
mid high school or maybe early high school. I don't know.
But like, how is your
But
kid going to
I mean,
communicate with their friends if they don't have Snapchat?
it's not just friends though, because it's also like I mean, they're putting like QR codes on the board now. Like, go to this website. Like, I can't. I have my flip phone. And the future is progressing.
the
And
internet is going to become
yeah,
such a bigger part of learning,
I
just
think
education.
unfortunately, I think it's gonna have to be kind of
You're gonna be
not a
independent.
requirement, but kind of like just like a social norm, just to have it. And then it would just be kind of like off-putting, or maybe just slightly more difficult, just not having a smartphone.
I mean, I feel like the age of teachers starting to do all that, like scan this to get to the website we need to go on, or
Yeah, fuck
they,
that. I would still do like you're not getting a smartphone until high school, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
ideally what I'd want to do. I mean,
And
middle
then
school.
if they bring it up, like go fuck yourself. It's my child. I don't know.
I was raised with a phone, and I saw how other kids turned out. I'm gonna try something here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think you would have been a massively different person if you didn't have internet access? Well, obviously, yeah, it would be fucking massively
Yeah.
different.
Well, right.
How different do you think you'd be, Jason? Just guess, even if it's completely uneducated.
I mean, I think I don't know. 'Cause I still really like just walking around without a phone and just enjoying what I see,
Yeah, just
even
uh,
without
thugging it
like,
out, right?
yeah, not even like it's not even thugging it out. It's just like enjoying it. Like I have the ability to like fucking. I'm not saying that I'm special, but like I mean, some of the people that I meet, I mean, it's kind of hard for them to like just enjoy their surroundings or the views that that nature provides. It's like you're in a slum of a village, but the clouds look beautiful outside. I'll take it.
Yeah,
It looks nice.
I get that. I don't know. I find myself being bored with my phone a lot more. I only have TikTok as my fun scroll
Yeah.
app. Uh,
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest, yeah. I I, I don't mean to interrupt you, but like I see people just fucking dicking around on their phone, but and then when I'm the only one not looking at my phone, I'll pick it up. I don't know what the fuck to do on here.
yep.
Maybe I'll
That's
just
why
fucking
go and browse the notes app, to start like typing random shit and make
yeah.
people think you're more important than you actually are. I also kind of when I used to go to Walmart and do certain activities, I used to just pretend I was having a fake conversation while leaving the store. Just like, talk to some random person. Like, what? You left the fucking stove on? Are you fucking serious? I'm gonna come home and fucking slap you.
That's pretty
Just
good.
shit like that.
I like that.
But no, I
How
mean,
much do you think it's like people pretending to be on something, or do you think like people are
no.
that addicted to
I
social
genuinely
media?
believe. people are on some form of social media.
Yeah, I mean, maybe people just have more friends than we do because they always have someone to text. I mean, I
Yeah.
occasionally, like maybe once every 3 days, am actually having a exchange with someone I know, but otherwise, it's just like pointless snaps that just increase my snap
Snap
score.
stories, people
Yeah.
could be panning through.
Otherwise,
People go through Instagram.
Instagram for me is awful. I have my one friend, Flaming Fossil, who just posts a lot of stupid fucking memes.
Yeah.
I follow Playboy because I like to see the merch that they drop. Because of that, I can't open Instagram in public. I will get
Yeah.
full fucking pornography on Instagram, so
Good.
that's great. But I do get the occasional like cool outfit mixed in. They're like, "Ooh, I should bookmark that, and I can buy it later."
Yeah.
Half the time,
Yeah.
if I'm in public and I'm scrolling on my phone or something, I'm on Instagram looking at different crochet patterns.
I don't know. I
Oh,
mean, on Instagram, I recently, it's like a very recent app for me. Like I barely use it.
yeah.
Coolest profile picture I've ever made for Nocam is on Instagram, but I barely use it. But yeah, I mean a lot of them is like military shit.
Mhm.
Like
Do you
Fancy
do you
Fancy
find?
Bear is for the
Mhm.
like very oriented to the base I'm in. So I
Mhm.
mean it's kind of good to get like news. I mean you get a lot of people get news from memes. That's how I get my news for my most recent developments. But
Yeah. Do you ever find yourself just doom scrolling on TikTok, Jason?
I do
Just
unfortunately sometimes.
absolute brain rot. Yeah. You remember like a couple of years ago when we were both like this? No, fuck TikTok. I'm gonna be the one person that never downloads it.
Yep. Yeah, I
It felt nice. It
I
felt
drew
good.
it out even more than you did,
You did.
and then eventually I found out that I was doom scrolling YouTube Shorts, and I was like, "Fuck it," that's literally no different than TikTok. And then
Yeah.
I got yeah,
I try and I do try and avoid the doom scroll. I
yeah,
mean, nothing more than like 30 minutes before it's just okay. Because there's so much interesting or funny shit that like see in the moment and then I just forget about it. I'm sure
exactly.
there's so
Like
many
I'll
funny
like
memes.
it, and then like, oh, I'm definitely go look at this later, and then you just never do.
I revisit my liked page like maybe once or twice a month, and
Yeah,
You
it's
used to do it a lot more frequently
because the For
because
You page was just god fucking awful. So I needed to like,
you needed to look at things you actually like.
yeah, I needed to tell TikTok to like, hey, just show me more shit like this, not what
yeah,
you've been showing me. But
exactly. Yeah. I've been doing it a lot less than I was before. I think I mainly use it now just to open it up and like see what my most recent video, how many likes it got, and then it's still that one meme slideshow that I made. People are still liking it for no fucking reason. Here, let me open it right now. Let me see how many. Was it 33 likes? 34. And it's just the fucking meme. The meme fucking slideshow that I made like forever ago.
interesting. You know what?
1,449 likes at this point.
I want to do a live reaction. Molly, this is going to be a science experiment.
Mhm.
I'm not going to have you drink the whiskey, but I'm going to ask you to smell it, and I want you to tell me what it reminds you of and what you think it smells like.
I'm curious. I'm curious myself.
That
Death? All right, what kind of whiskey is it?
It's Japanese whiskey. I don't fucking know. It's Toki
All
Suntory
right.
whiskey.
Next
It's
time you and I are gonna get Maker's Mark. The one that they have in the background and Always Sunny.
Maker's Mark. Okay. What about Buffalo Trace? Joe Rogan endorses Buffalo Trace whiskey.
Buffalo Trace. I'm actually curious. I mean, if Joe Rogan endorses it.
I've heard it's good, but there's still one bottle of whiskey that I want. That's $100.
blackened.
Blackened whiskey. That is the one. the whole like shtick that they do with it is that they apparently have some sort of sonic blasting process where they blast the barrels of whiskey with like a curated Metallica playlist.
I thought,
Okay.
didn't you already try that?
No, I was going to buy it for my 21st birthday, but I didn't have the money to spend $100 on
Oh,
whiskey.
okay. Yeah.
So black noise is a sonic enhancement process that produces low hertz sound waves, causing the whiskey to reverberate at a fast rate, interacting with the oak staves of the barrel, measurably releasing wood compounds and flavors like toasted coconut, vanilla, and butter. So pretty much it just speeds up the aging
Yeah.
process, I think. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I think that's what I
Yeah.
read. That's what I got from it when I read it.
I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of just like vibrating, the wood parts of it chip away over time slowly, yada yada.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to try it. I love the bottle. I
Right.
love how that looks. But
Wait to try it. We'll try it in June, or was it July? It would be. It would be.
July.
July.
Yeah. It would, because I forgot. I'm gonna next time I'm gonna take leave in July, and then that's gonna be around GymBagBob's birthday.
My 21st birthday.
Yeah,
It'll
no
be-
doubt, and it'll be your first whiskey.
I think she's going to be the kind of person to take like a very tiny sip of whiskey and never drink it again, and I don't blame you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Curious, maybe
I-
wine, maybe like a sweet wine.
She already did.
No.
She already didn't like wine, but we have to. You didn't try like a great wine. I
What
need to
kind of
find a good
wine did you have? Yeah,
I think I tried 2 different ones.
Wasn't-
Jungle Juice was one of them. I don't remember.
that's not
what
a
the
real
other-
wine. Not a real wine.
Yeah, Merlot.
Merlot is pretty good.
I sipped on it and I feel like I liked Jungle Juice like the tiniest bit more.
I haven't tried jungle juice. I don't
So-
think that's not a real wine though. Cabernet. I mean, what was it? Merlot Sauvignon,
Maybe I need to
Sauvignon
try
or
white
something like that. It's good.
I'm still upset. There was this one bottle of wine that I tried, and it was so fucking good. And I just don't remember what it was
Oh,
called.
it's
but
awful.
I
That's
don't
why I
know.
try to remember like everything I've like had.
Yeah.
Like especially with like cigars. Like if I have a good cigar, like I need to know. I need to remember what it is. But
You know what my favorite pack of cigarettes is?
what is that?
Called Marlboro. I fucking hate that company's name because I can't fucking say it.
Marlboro.
Marlboro.
Yeah.
Smooths. They're like a dark blue pack. My favorite used to be the Camel Crush, but I'd say these. It's so weird. Before you even light it, they genuinely smell like a minty candy. It's even fucking Molly, who's like allergic to nicotine. She thought that they also smelled like a candy.
If
Right.
she's allergic to nicotine?
Well, all right, she's not technically allergic to nicotine,
Yeah.
but she's basically allergic to nicotine.
It's bad for my already narrow blood vessels.
Reasonable. Yeah, I've had Marlboro Reds. Those are pretty good.
Those are overrated. I don't get the appeal. It's like inhaling warm air. If it's not menthol, it's garbage. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? I kind of see the appeal of just like tobacco, but
I don't.
mainly it's probably because I started with cigars, honestly.
Yeah, that's
But
fair. I don't know.
I
started with
I might want to
Nocam.
try that though. Your favorite? I want to try Lucky Strikes as well, since that's very military.
I tried menthol Lucky Strikes, and they weren't bad. They were pretty good.
Okay, I'm curious. What is it called again? Marlboro.
I sent a photo.
Okay. I don't know why. It's just always embarrassing for me to fucking buy cigarettes. It's just like I know it's bad, but
Oh well, so's drinking, but
yeah, it's true.
beers.
But yeah, I'm like almost
feel like
done with this
drinking-
one fucking whiskey. So
The difference is drinking is more socially acceptable than blowing smoke in someone's face.
I'm not.
yeah, it's a
blowing
good
smoke.
point.
I'm not blowing smoke in people's faces, but
I mean, if anyone's near you while you're smoking, it will go in their face.
then they can get the fuck away from me.
As someone who like runs, I can attest to that because it would be annoying as fuck. Because like when you're running, you kind of want fresh air, right? Get a fucking inhale of somebody's fucking cigarette smoke. that just came from my lungs. I don't know. I don't really like it. But as I got into the military more and more, I just didn't mind the smell of cigarette smoke, and I just
Yeah.
wanted it more.
I've become numb to it, and it didn't even take a fucking month.
It's horrible. I mean, this just kind of shows how addictive they are, or like kind of just
I don't know. I enjoy it because like when it first started, the first couple of packs, I mean, yeah, pretty much every puff, it doesn't taste good like vaping does. It
yeah,
doesn't deliver the same amount of nicotine. Even while I've been consistently smoking, hitting a friend's vape, the vape still like it. I can just feel the more potency from it.
yeah,
Um, the flavors aren't as good, but it just I don't know. I feel cooler. I have a reason to go outside and
Sit in
sit.
the snow.
It's cold and slightly sucky, but at the same time, sometimes there's fun in doing this shitty stuff. I don't know. If
yeah.
I had a vape, I'd be hitting it right now. But because I can't, smoke a cigarette inside, it's like slightly better. I'm edging myself for the cigarette.
It's good. I mean, yeah, and then everyone after that just feels better, unfortunately. But I feel for me, I mainly just do it for like jumps. That really
Yeah,
eases,
I think it works
really
this way.
fucking eases the anxiety. But which I see why a lot of people are addicted to cigarettes back in like World War II days.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see it. I think you should take a Percocet or a Xanax before you jump next. It'll make your jump very.
Hey, 2024 summer.
Xanax is overrated. All right, opioids are overrated. My only experience is getting really sleepy and tired, and if you can somehow manage to fight off the sleepiness and it fucking hits, you just get loopy. I
Yeah.
don't have a clear memory of how I was acting, but I was acting like a fucking idiot. I just wasn't cohesive at all. You know what, Molly? What was I acting like? How was I
When
Xanax? I remember like I was on call with Isaac. We're talking to him.
I don't remember it that well. I remember you just being like insanely like dead. You weren't asleep, but you may as well have been because you just weren't like doing anything. You weren't saying anything. You were just like sitting there existing.
Sounds about right. It's boring. If you're gonna take drugs, at least take the fucking fun ones.
I want to try the boring ones though as well, just to like see what you were experiencing.
That's
But
fair. I mean, fuck it. Take some Xanax before you're gonna go to sleep, or after a hard day's work, and you'll just pass right the fuck out. And it's a nice feeling, honestly. I get why. Like,
I mean, if I want to pass the fuck out, I'll just drink.
that's true. When I was drinking a bit more frequent than what I do now, sleeping while drunk was pretty nice. I mean, there's a threshold where if you cross it, you can't sleep. You just get the spins. I mean,
Yep.
even
Yeah.
now, I still get the spins a little bit, but
Yeah.
to the
Those are
point where
something else. You try to fucking sleep and then just
yeah, fuck that. It's just awful.
yeah. Sometimes they try to embrace the spins. Like, yeah, this is great. I love it. Fucking feels like I'm in a merry-go-round, and then you just fucking no, I can't do it. You just fucking sit up. You're just taking deep breaths.
That's good. Doesn't drinking sound like a fun experience?
No.
Spins. How do you describe the spins to someone that's never been drunk before, Jason? I want you to describe the feeling
I
to
don't know. It's
Molly.
like being dizzy. Like it's perpetual. Like when you're a kid, like at least your dizziness goes away. Like eventually, but like it just stays.
It goes away for you.
Oh, so you won't get the spins then. You'll be good. If
Yeah,
you're
you'll
just
be.
perpetually dizzy, then maybe the drinking will straighten you out.
If I ever get dizzy, it like doesn't go away
What if she
until I
drank and then just became like the most normal, like
person ever.
She became more
coherent
sober.
human being ever? Just becomes Ben Shapiro.
Perfect.
Become Ben Shapiro.
Well, okay. I
I'm
don't
not
want you
saying that
to
he's the most
physically
coherent
become.
person ever. I'm just saying
I
as
don't
an
want you to
example.
physically become Ben Shapiro, but I would love if you just start speaking like him, just like really rapid fire. Actually, that's not actually what I was speaking about. If you want to look back onto what I said over.
Let me talk about crocheting for a second.
Let me teach you how to do this real quick.
No, faster. You need to go faster.
Let me talk about crocheting for a second.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So when you crochet, you wanna, and then you just fucking. That'd be great. That'd be the greatest drunk ever if I experienced that.
It's gonna be a fun experience typing.
2024. Hydrate and prepare.
What did you say?
Shut up. Fine.
Jen Raider.
Get Ben Shapiro VPN. No, I'm good.
Ben Shapiro GPN or VPN? What does that mean?
Wait a minute. Hi, I'm going to teach you guys how to CROCHUT. Motherfucker.
Continue with Google.
I don't know if I want this scam website to like have my Google account. You know what? Fine, fuck it. I'm gonna get Ben Shapiro to.
Never mind.
What the fuck? Where's Ben Shapiro? I just had Ben Shapiro.
Stupid.
James Hetfield. So what do you what are your thoughts on the color blue, Jason?
I think it's pretty dope. I think it's superior the most.
Is blue your favorite color?
Yeah, I mean it's the color of the sky, it's the color of the ocean, color of my eyes.
Isn't the water only blue because of the reflection?
It's the color of the ocean.
What?
Why do you say that about the ocean, but like not the sky? Because the sky's clearly not blue either.
What do you
Yeah.
Right.
Why do colors exist? Can you explain that?
It's a spectrum of vibrations that
You're a fucking spectrum.
You're on.
You know what? You know, speaking of which, we should probably go on break. I'll give you guys a break.
Okay.
Thank you guys for listening, and I'm gonna go on my lazy fat advertisement because I had to experience a Hell's Kitchen scenario today. So, thank you. We'll be right back. Boom, put it Opinion Planet, whatever the fuck that sound is. Move. All right, awesome. No, I'm just drunk. That's why I couldn't see it. All right. Hello. This is your host, Nocam. You may know me from that funny picture slide show on TikTok that we talked about earlier in this podcast, and our beloved Opinion Planet podcast. You guys know that I wouldn't recommend anything I would use on a frequent basis. Recount a personal experience you've had personally with the GameGasm Web Store and how they've helped you personally with your sex addiction. I wouldn't personally say I had a sex addiction, but the fuck you're trying to fucking slander me? I don't recount a personal experience you've had personally with GameGasm Web Store and how they helped you personally with your sex addiction. I wouldn't say I had a sex addiction, but if I did, I guess GameGasm would probably help with that. Even though I would say that they would accelerate it, right? Because they're a web store. I don't know. Apparently, okay. So according to them, they helped my sex addiction. Sure, why not? All right. I'd really like to thank these guys. They've saved my career, of course. A career I do not have yet. They saved it. Share a work experience that includes you partaking in a sexual crime? What? Share a work experience that includes you partaking. No. What? What? How is that supposed to fucking? How is that supposed to help your case? No. Go fuck yourself. You know what? All right. Gamegasm. Go to the website if you want. I don't really know how it helps your addictions, but I don't know. I do too much for money at this point. Jesus fucking Christ. Enjoy your Gamegasm website. I don't know, fucking enjoy it. Thank you everyone, and there's my reading for the day. All right, was that long enough?
Ooga booga.
We're back. We're back
again.
after my cringe ass advertisement that I read.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Oh shit.
Guess who's black? Guess who's
I'll
black?
be back. You guys talk about the Gamegasm web store and how it helped your sex addiction.
What? What about my sex addiction? Jason, what about my sex addiction?
You have a sex addiction?
He said I did, and he's not elaborating on it. Buddy.
Jason? Hello?
Yes.
He killed himself. Oh, hey, you're back.
Yeah, I told you guys to go talk about that. I filled up my my alcohol because I need more alcohol, obviously. Clearly because I'm not drunk enough.
It's okay, me too. I feel like for the amount that I've drank, I should be a lot more drunk, but like, I don't know. I'm just like, I haven't crossed over yet to being like.
Maybe because you're just sitting down and talking.
Should I like stand and drink? Do you think
I
that'll,
don't know.
Jason, in your experience, does standing and drinking enhance the effects of alcohol?
It's just, well, kind of. It keeps you awake better. I have a standing desk, and whenever I do a podcast episode, I stand and I drink. I did just a couple of seconds ago have a sensation like fuck it, I'm just gonna sit, but I'm gonna thug it out, as they say.
As you say.
So what was the advertisement about? Who
It
did
was
you get a spot?
the Gamegasm web store.
What?
The Gamegasm web store, and they're telling me to recount how they helped me with my sex addiction or something like that. I don't know. It was an advertiser that wanted me to talk about my sex addiction, and they tried telling me to recount sexual crime at work, which I don't know. Whatever. I did it for the money, so if you want to re-listen to the podcast, it's on there.
Are you a sex addict, Jason?
Yeah. I
Proof?
mean, I don't have it to begin with, so it's impossible. Good. I like the silence.
What she said, Jason, do you think you would be?
Would I be?
Yeah, do you think you'd be a sex addict? Do you think you'd just like go around to the fucking red light district of Ohio and start just paying like the local prostitute to,
No.
have a good time? Like Michael DeSanta does, he just like cheats on his wife with the
No, I don't need to spend money to jerk off.
Yeah, but like someone else is doing the jerking off for you. That's like the whole
But
appeal.
I'm spending money to do it. I could just do it myself. I definitely
So-
don't
What
think.
if it was free?
Yeah, what if it's just a freebie?
If it's a freebie,
Yeah, but she has no teeth because of the meth.
I'm not that fucking desperate. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say
I don't.
so. I mean, if it was like someone I was like with, like in a relationship with, maybe, if they're in the same boat, but not if it's like financial or.
So this
You
isn't.
wouldn't go out of your way to like go to bars every night to hook up with a female.
Why would I do that? I go to local
So
bars to listen to people's suicide story, which I've done before.
interesting. I've been visiting the wrong bars.
Yeah, you have to go to the 2024. I'm telling you, we got to go to the same bar that I went to. It's like this guy who's talking about killing himself, and then this other person was swooping in, like, "No, we need more people like you in the world," which we really didn't. But she was just saying that because didn't want him to kill himself.
Yeah.
But he gave me like a token for beer, which I eventually gave to somebody else, which was kind of nice. And he tried talking to me, and the fucking bitch bartender was like, "Don't talk to him. He's trying to be on his own." Like, bitch, I'm just trying to fucking enjoy the moment, all right?
I'm just existing. If
Yeah.
someone talks,
If someone talks to me, I'll fucking talk to them. I don't care.
That was some of the fun parts about going to a bar is just the random people. I mean, everyone, because if people are drinking and drunk, they're more sociable, and you
Yeah.
get the fucking annoying asshats, but you also get some more people that are just like gonna chat you up, and you just talk about random bullshit, and it feels fun in the moment.
I got a pretty good guy. I mean, he started being like more quiet since he realized I was in the military for some reason, but it's a very like rural town, so but he was joking a lot about Bud Light because that was a big thing then, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it was a good conversation. If I could recall more of what he said, then I would, but I think I was with my brother and I got more fucked up than he did because he doesn't drink as much as I do.
Yeah. Just start wearing like a fucking GoPro glasses to a bar and
I
just start.
should. It's a good idea. It's fucking Kingsman that shit. Man is maketh man.
Just say that to the
I would
bartender.
say I would say that at the local bar at your town.
In my town,
Yeah, in your
What's the
town.
local bar?
2024. I'm gonna say that.
Main Street, is that the local bar?
Hmm?
Main
Yeah, the
Street
main
is that?
street. Even though that's
You know,
supposedly what I've heard, it's not as good as the cow one. But
the cow one, it was pretty mediocre. I had shitty
I went
service.
there once, and they told us, "Yeah, we're closing." So we said, "Fuck it," and we went to Main Street.
I had a fun time at Main Street.
Main
That's
Street
pretty
was
much.
kind of nice. I mean, we played pool.
Yeah, I did
Someone
that.
tried talking to me, and then I just kind of like walked away from them.
Main Street was fun. I went there a couple of times earlier in the year after getting off work from Qdoba that I was working at. It felt nice. I don't know. It was different. The drinks were okay. A friend of a friend was a bartender,
Yeah.
so I only got like free drinks if I helped just a little bit, like putting chairs on tables type shit. So otherwise, it was always with at least one other friend there, if not a couple of people. Makes it way more enjoyable, and I don't know. I see why people spend so much fucking time and money just going to a bar being drunk because you're around. It's definitely the adult version of going to school. You're replacing the fucking math homework with drinking, and you're just chatting with random people because who the fuck has an interesting life? So you just chat other people and see if they have an interesting life.
Yeah. Most of the time they don't, and they just talk about.
Well, yeah, not like a whole lot of people have an interesting life, I don't think I have an interesting life. I think at best I have a couple of interesting moments that make my life interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to say interesting.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think when people run out of ideas or things to talk about, they start objectifying people or like, look at that hot person over there. I think I'm able to like, even if I have like a mediocre, probably slightly interesting life, maybe some interesting stories, I could say now and then. I could talk about that more than fucking start
ogling strangers.
Yeah, fucking yeah, ogling strangers.
That's low grade. That's low grade material.
That is. It's so many. I met someone on the plane one time, or on a plane when I was going up to my home state. They're like, "Oh, I didn't notice you're in the military," and then, because I don't fucking talk to people about that. Why would I? And then he just started like talking about like this lady's ass that's in front of us. I'm like, "Oh, okay, you're that type of person. All right."
And you're just a complete random stranger to this guy?
Yeah, I don't know who this person is. And they're like,
Um,
"Oh, okay, this lady didn't want us to know about that or something like that." It's obviously fucking weird, reprehensible shit, but
I don't know, they just feel comfortable with you. I've had something similar with like customers, working for MediaCom. Just predominantly some of the older white guys, but
yeah.
just walking up to me and we're chatting about random things like his new fucking car and how he enjoys it, and then it's all about how blacks ruined Minneapolis and how they're ruining the country. It's just a massive fucking segue, and
Yeah, I mean, I gotta
no,
give a guest that's gonna come on the podcast eventually for that, but
I'm not the guy to talk to about that. I'm sure you have your echo chamber friends.
yeah.
I have to be professional, and I can't like say I don't want to fucking talk about it with you. I don't care for your what you believe in. You know what? Yeah.
So
Just
at least for you, you
learn
could
all the
say like, I'm actually a part of a program called um Undercover Boss. You ever heard of it?
That'd be good.
Yeah.
So, okay. Sorry to completely like kind of derail, but
No, it's
there is
good.
a company I'm interviewing for. I have to go to a quick trip in a certain town to talk to a technician there, ask questions about the job, and then drive an hour to another town to do an in-person interview. This company's whole gimmick, or well, main line of work, is that they inspect pretty much gas tanks and do repairs on them at like gas stations. Pretty much any company or facility that has their own fuel supply, so like emergency hospital generators, UPS, FedEx. Um, I'm not sure if I had a point with this. I feel like I was gonna tie it into something.
Well, I mean, you're talking about
What was I? Yeah, what was I talking about
we're
before I
talking
got
about
cut off?
undercover bosses, and
Yeah, I have
then
nothing. I don't
before
know what the
that,
fuck.
it's like somebody talking to you about something that
Yeah.
I really don't care about.
I think I'm maybe like a 7 out of 10 as far as the drunk scale goes.
Really?
I mean,
I feel like I've
yeah,
been drinking a lot more than you have.
you probably have. What would you put yourself at then?
Probably
What do you
6
think?
out of 10.
Six. Fuck
Definitely
you.
above 5. Definitely above 5. All right, maybe 7. Maybe I'll say
I
the
can
same.
still speak
But
coherently. I'm not slurring my words.
have I been
Perhaps my
slurring my words?
no,
Uh-uh.
no.
All right.
I think my ability to like,
Yeah.
maintain a cohesive train of thought is slightly derailed, but
Okay, yeah, maybe I could say a 7 out of 10 then. Because I know definitely, like, if I keep drinking, I'm going to get a little more fucked up than I am now. And especially if it's, like, sweet. For some reason, sweet beverages make it, like a worse drunk. But
Jason, do you think being drunk makes you less sleepy or more sleepy?
definitely more sleepy.
Really?
Yeah, there's been countless times where, like, all right, I'm going to stay up. I'm going to listen to this music because music is more enjoyable when I'm in this state. And then I just listen to music and I just pass out.
Interesting.
That's why I want to try
Um,
other things, because then other things won't make me as sleepy, and then it'll like be interesting to listen to music or just enjoy just
acid,
taking life.
acid will not make you sleepy. You won't be able to sleep. MDMA will not make you sleepy. You won't
Dude,
be able to sleep.
that's one big thing I want to try is some sort of acid or definitely like some sort of psychedelic. But
I think ideally for your first time, I think I can be a good sober trip sitter for you. I don't know, just kind of like let you do your own thing. I
why?
think you'd enjoy it.
I mean, if you would enjoy it, but if not, then then uh then don't be sober. Or both.
Molly can be the trip sitter for both of them.
Do you feel like you need a trip sitter, or is that just
No.
like a there we go with me slurring my words? So definitely 7 out of 10.
No,
Sorry.
the idea behind having a trip sitter, it's never a bad idea, just as someone to like supervise you. Make sure you're not doing like anything completely reckless. Not that like your state of mind becomes totally.
Also, just in case something happens.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. When you're tripping, social situations become a lot more awkward, and you don't feel like talking to random strangers as much. Unlike alcohol, um, you also might not like be. It feels like you're sometimes missing context for what people are saying. So to have a sober person there with you, you
See
don't
that,
need it. But it's another layer of, I have someone to
yeah.
look out for.
See, that'd be interesting to talk to like an authority figure. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I ran into a cop while on mushrooms once, and
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't. It was fucking weird. I have a shit memory of what happened, but I don't know. Part of me likes to think it'd be fun to just chat with random people on acid, and the other part of me knows that like I'm not a very sociable person unless I'm on unless I'm drinking. But
OPP 2026 Acid Podcast.
that'd be fun.
That would be.
I think we could do a podcast on acid. I don't think I could ever do a podcast on MDMA. My attention span gets way too short for that shit.
That'd be interesting. I don't know. I don't know why I was so like. I know I was definitely like afraid.
Um, I don't know if it was fear or like being afraid for me when I was younger, but just being very anti. I'm never gonna try anything.
Well, yeah, I mean that was a big part of it too. It's just like this feels like superiority. Like,
Yeah,
oh, these
there's
fucking
that.
bums are doing this shit. Nah, not me.
Yeah, you just think of the worst people. I mean, I'm not doing like amazing for myself, but I'm not doing shit either, and I can enjoy the occasional
We own a podcast, all right?
pretty fucking popular podcast to
Yeah,
all the people listening.
we'll get there. The way it's designed is that once it starts rolling, more people are gonna want to jump on because everyone wants to talk about themselves and or topics, their own topics. So
Yeah,
I feel like it's designed well. We just need more people. But
we just got to keep thugging it out,
yeah,
and then
thugging it out. That's the name of this episode.
I thought the episode name was Matthew Perry Die Dead.
Oh, it's sad. That's right. I think like season 2 of Opinion Planet Podcast, we'll start naming the episodes.
That's fair. What about you, Molly? You're the only one out of the three. So Jason, his resistance to trying new substances has eroded over time. What about you? Is your
I
Are
don't
you?
have the desire still.
Do you know why?
Probably the same.
Do you know why?
Why I don't have the desire?
Yeah, I mean, with Jason's case, he started off as someone that never wanted to do it. Slight sense of superiority. Maybe what you were saying, a little bit of like, I just don't want to experience it. But that
Well,
just
that and
eroded.
also just like the idea of, oh, I have a future. I want to do a lot more with my life. I want to do a lot with my life. I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to do this to myself. And then
and now it changed to you're curious. You want to try it because fuck it, why the hell not?
marijuana is not a starter drug. I think alcohol is.
Alcohol is by far the starter drug
Yeah.
because it is socially encouraged.
Yeah.
So what about you?
I don't have a desire. I don't know.
Do you think it'll ever change, or do you think you're a very set in your stone kind of person?
I doubt it will, like, I don't. Alcohol, I'm fine with trying, I guess. Well, it's the one I'm most okay with trying. Are you doing okay?
I'm just. It's fun to check like how
You're
drunk
like
you are.
feeling the air.
I'm looking at my hands because it feels different to look at how my hands move.
Yes.
A little
I can agree with that.
Exactly. You understand.
Um,
You're just checking to see how drunk you are. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know how it started with me not wanting to try anything, but as I've like seen you on it and stuff, it's just like I don't know if I want to go through that. Like,
What do you mean? What do you mean by go through?
just like the out of your mind, just
It's fun. It
see, it
feels
doesn't look from the outside fun, so it makes me not want to
it's nerve-wracking.
try it.
Every time I've taken mushrooms, acid, or MDMA, every time beforehand, there was always a slight tinge of worry about what if, all the fucking trip reports that I've heard online where people genuinely lose their minds and freak the fuck out. Could that happen to me? Is this going to be that time? That thought is always there, but I don't know, as soon as the experience starts, it's just kind of, I mellow out a little bit. It starts. You obviously can't go into it with you can't back out. You have to be either mentally there all the way to commit. Because if you take it and you say, well, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore, you're fucked. It's just, it's a hard thing. I don't think I'm very good at it either, to just like mentally accept whatever happens and face it with a smile.
Oh, what do you mean by that? Like, if you don't accept it, does it just like make it worse, or does it you
If you
just don't
try and
feel like it
fight,
as much?
yeah, so like say you take the LSD and you swallow it, and then like a minute later you decide, well, I'm not really feeling this today. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I think that sets a bad precedent that you're going to be trying to fight whatever is happening to you.
Like all of a sudden, like, oh shit, I still have that shift at Best Buy. I don't really want
Yeah,
to do this.
yeah. I think the way that I try and approach like any substance, for the most part, I mean it kind of sucks starting out. Drinking is fucking disgusting until you just stop tasting the liquor. Um, with psychedelics, it's nerve wracking before the effects start to kick in. Because once the effects start to kick in for just about any substance, I can just start to try and focus on how it's making me feel. Am I
Yeah.
feeling more happy, sad, introspective? How's my body feeling? How's my mind feeling? Am I more coherent, less coherent? It's a fun game to try and see exactly how affected, how altered I am. Or if external stimuli just sounds amazing. Music is the best example I have. I swear to God, I know I've said this to you, I have heard Taylor Swift like no other fucking person has heard Taylor Swift before. It sounded amazing. It sounded really good. Unless that other
Until
person
you were
was like,
sober.
well, yeah, then it's okay, whatever. But
No, that's
I
that's
get
good
it.
though, because I want to. I don't know, because I gave you that the goofy music to listen to at one time. I feel like that would be really interesting. I'd love to listen to that music while I'm under some sort of substance besides alcohol.
Music is like probably the most enjoyable part about, well, music and visuals are by far the most enjoyable parts about psychedelics. Um, yeah, music just because shit sounds way different. Sounds crazy. Sounds good. I can't describe it perfectly. You just have to know it. You had to be there to understand it, but
For me, with alcohol, I don't know. I don't know how to put it in words. Just feels more in depth. Just you hear
psychedelics, like,
more. You
yeah,
like you paid. Yeah.
I get it. I'd say if I tried to listen to music right now, I don't know. It'd sound different, maybe better, but what's the phrase? Psychedelics set the bar too high with how music can sound.
See, that's why
And
I'm.
visual,
That's why I'm so curious. That I've gotta.
visuals are,
It's gotta be like something I try.
yeah. Visuals can be interesting. I mean, I remember looking at Molly's face and her face like splintering off like I'm looking at her through a kaleidoscope. It's
Yeah.
very weird. I don't know. It's one of those things where if you try and like look away or try and like blink your eyes and make the kaleidoscope vision go away, I think it's just gonna fuck with you more. You have to embrace the fucking surrealness of what is happening. Just enjoy it, because I don't know, it'll end eventually.
Yeah.
It
Kind
just
of like
feels fun.
most experiences. It's
Yeah,
just take
you'll
it all in
eventually
while you can. Yeah, I got. I think that's fun though. I think I definitely. There's a lot more. I don't. I mean, there's some times where you think the human life is so limiting, and then there's, you know, times where you think, well, I haven't tried this, or there's more I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I might have to bump my drunkenness scale up to an 8 a little bit.
Holy
I'm not
shit! Yeah, I was
slurring.
wondering what that silence was.
I'm not slurring my words. It's very interesting to hear my own voice speak. I don't know. That's the weird part about being drunk versus like other drugs. You get more social. Your cheeks feel a bit more. They definitely feel like they're on fire. They're burning just a little bit. Speaking becomes easier because you're
I
just.
didn't think about the cheeks thing, but
You don't get that. I get like really. I get really rosy cheeks, like even normally.
I
If
think
I get like
I think I
slightly embarrassed,
always. What's that?
if I ever get like slightly embarrassed, like my cheeks just go full on fucking red. It's annoying as shit. But drinking especially.
I mean, my thing is that mine are always rosy red for no reason.
Don't you love that? Isn't it so fucking fun?
Yeah, because then when somebody says like the slightest thing, and like, oh look, he's blushing, and then like it's just my normal fucking face. Like,
And you want to like punch them and just rip their fucking teeth out and jab it into their goddamn
no, because
mouth.
I couldn't do that because I'm submissive and breedable. But
You know, the great thing about being drunk is that it reveals who you really are. So,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, we found out that Nocam is submissive and breedable.
yep. I am the only and true femboy. You know
That
how
was my
some what's
that
that?
was my gimmick. That was my gimmick.
Well, it's mine
On
now, so it's my 2026 gimmick.
Jason the femboy.
Mm.
I want to.
Almost seems impossible, right? Because I'm supposed to be the most American in the group.
I feel like I'm taking it from you. I have a Crown Vic.
You are, yeah, you're taking my Americanism. You're taking all my masculinity. You're
Just
drinking
because
whiskey right now.
What are you drinking?
It's like
Wine?
some. Uh, I drank some wine earlier. Actually, I drank beer, wine, whiskey, and I'm drinking this sweet. It's like a pumpkin spice, kind of like it's like a creamy alcohol. It's
Oh,
weird.
the
It's
pumpkin spice liquor.
yeah.
That still sounds interesting.
I mean, it's not bad. It's interesting. I definitely probably gonna regret it later, probably in the morning. But I think it tastes pretty good. But yeah, I've drank
Um,
all sorts of things today.
I drank water and whiskey and coffee. Um,
I didn't even have coffee today.
I
Damn, you
won't
are
lie.
really taking my Americanism, huh? My
It's not
future
like
career is femboy Hooters.
it's.
That's a compliment.
Have you ever been to a Hooters? Either one of you?
Nope.
No.
I was brought there
Have you?
as a
Yeah.
kid
What
in the
the
middle
fuck?
of America, and it was very uncomfortable. I don't
See,
know. It was
I
not.
heard some people say that their food is good, but I think it's just, I think they're just blinded.
Yeah, probably.
For me, I feel like those are two separate things. It's like your sexual preferences, and then your food preferences, or like what you'd like your taste in certain things. I don't know. I feel like they're two completely different things. Just don't mix them. But
Yeah.
to begin with, I feel like it would just be awkward or just weird as fuck to just do that in public.
It was. It was weird to be at a Hooters. I mean, even when I was fucking like 9 or 8, whenever I went.
Opinion Planet podcast in the Hooters, and then we
I
just
don't.
ask every waitress, "What do you feel like when you were a kid? What were your dreams and aspirations? Did you see yourself doing this career?"
Working at a Hooters. You know?
Yeah, I would do the same thing at a strip club. Have you been
really,
inside
like,
a strip club?
no.
It's
That'd be
good.
really funny. You just like start asking questions and you just bring the fucking mood of the workers down and they just like call it for the day, all because you're just asking questions.
That'd be great. They like come up and oh, it's only $50 for a ride. It's like, did you imagine yourself doing this when you're 3 years old? What are your dreams and aspirations? What are you doing with your life? And they just start like, well, just wander off. That's a good point. I guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Should we I'm sorry. Should we probably just call it right here? I don't think I can I'm getting more and more distant.
There is no sorry. Yeah, I think we should. We shouldn't. I think we
For me,
both are like becoming less. I think
we're
as a
getting,
functional alcoholic, I'm becoming better with
we're
talking,
getting
and then
Austin.
eventually, it's kind of like two opposites. It's kind of like a positive magnetic pole, and then you got a negative. It's just two positives. One it's just becoming stagnant. All right. Science aside, thank you guys for listening, and
Oh, thank you. Ladies
thank
and gentlemen,
you.
for joining us for episode 12.
Thank you for
Oh,
that one bot for listening in. OPP. OPP.
OPP.
OPP.